إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. I agree, everybody, in the words of peace be upon you. And in Arabic, we say Assalamu alaikum. All right, boom. Let's get it.
All right, what's good? What's good, everybody? Happy Friday. All right. So, give me the permission to share
Oh,
real quick.
mhm.
So, we're gonna do a quick little recap on oil, some energy, and what we got cooking for this week before market closes, because it's about to be 2 o'clock. So we got 2 hours left of the market.
My bad. They updated so all right, it should be good now.
Right. All right. We're gonna get straight into some charts just to take a look how oil's been moving, and let's go. Let's go do some data digging. Some NQ. What's NQ doing? Yeah, dang. Yeah, that's not good.
I haven't looked up
This
in
is an important level right here. NQ loses this. Ooh,
yeah.
yeah, that's not good. Damn, that's nasty. All right, so NQ loses this. We could revisit this structure point right here, 23,680. Damn. All right, so let me look at, let's go to the big dog first. Let's see what XLE is doing. All right, oil is definitely gonna be moving up, and it's probably the only one of the only areas green today. So we still see oil cooking, and we see the war intensifying. So, like we mentioned before, this war is probably still far from over. So oil is still going to be getting overextended. Um, don't chase oil here. You gotta wait until a day where the NQ is
And
running and things like this, and then set up an entry for these energy and oil plays. Don't try to set up entries when the market is down and oil is green. That's plain reverse. So you don't want to buy at the top. You want to buy on on a nice little dip, on a weak dip low. That's when we start setting entries, when we start coming in to our levels. So right here, this is all a chase, but we still looking real good. So, and those of you who are in position, yeah, eating. Yeah, eating for sure. Let's look at XOM. We'll look at CL too. Look at that. It just claimed 158 on strength. So this still got continuation. You now it's gonna retest. It could run, but now we do wait for a retest here. You still wait for a retest here. Let me get my little pointer out so you at least see. This right here is beautiful. This right here is beautiful. We came to visit the 10 right here and shot up on strong volume. I know you see the red, but that's not what we're looking at. This is bullish. This is bullish right here. This is a massive rejection right from the 10-day, right in the zone, right in the zone. Boom, shot up, reclaim 157. Boom, that strength had us break through. So this is beautiful. Now, even if it runs, wait for a retest of structure, set up an entry, and go. Just don't start chasing these things. Look, the flag played out, came to retest, it went. It went. This would have been a nice entry right here, too. So oil is on fire. Let's see. Let me do a comparison. Uh, See, I don't even look at gold right now because we still got lower. We definitely still got lower. So this is breaking down nasty. And this is what I meant the other day about the gold situation. Like, yes, it's a fear hedge in a sense of war and things like this. But at the same time, this is where everybody goes. This is where the whole crowd is. And look at them all running for the door, pushing each other out, running for the door, running for the door. That's what we're trying to avoid. We don't need to run for the door. We don't need to go where everybody else is crowded at. So oil stocks, when you look, they're just starting to break out. Like they just woke up, like not that long ago. Let's go to CVX, this thing is probably out. Hell yeah. So look at that. Like all this stuff just started to wake up. Like this oil doesn't run like this all the time. So this Iran situation is bigger than we think probably. It's probably gonna last longer than we think. The same thing they said about Russia and Ukraine. Oh, they're gonna be done quick with that. Let them blah blah. And look, they still going. How many years later? It's gotta be like 4 years now. Or three, four. Like, all right, they telling us 3 more weeks of the Iran thing. This sound more serious to me. So no side is letting up. Iran's not giving down. Trump's still talking crazy. So this thing is not gonna be done for a little while. So oil's gonna run. Oil's the theme the rest of the year. We might see some pullbacks. That could be our positioning, our re-entries. You can look for entries on nice weak pullbacks. Let the other stocks, the NQ run. That's fine. What environment are we in? Ab said it to us not too long ago. We're in a sell the rip environment until we start to shift again. So oil right now today is cooking. It's cooking. So all week too. Let me see something else here. Let me look up another fan favorite. Look at that. I don't want to be a part of none of this right here. None of this. This right here can do something, but I still won't expect it. I'll see it come boom, come retest that 200 day. This structure right here, right by the 200 day. Look, look at that. You see this? This they're trying to hold it here. They're trying to hold it here. But regardless of which, this is all strength right here. They slowly bringing it down little by little. They just shaking everybody in silver. So I would be careful with silver as well. You could get a little reclaim of the 100 and try to come meet this 10 day and get a nice little bounce. But just be careful playing with silver like that. So, but that is what I have for oil and energy and some of these fan favorites. Just so you see, the whole entire week, we've been getting told, oh, NVIDIA's doing this, that's fine. But right now, it's not the time for that. You want to position yourself. If NVIDIA goes weak, it goes lower, you buy shares, you keep positioning long term. But options, be very careful with the metas of the world. We're at 592 on meta right now. Let me look something up because I know somebody asked about meta last week, and we said 590 was the level I was gonna watch, and look where we at.
Yeah, it's fire. I didn't know everything.
I know, but it's all good. So this is where we at. So now look, let's recap something that I want to point out just because I see it and I want to point it out to you guys. Remember when we did the mini class of the weeklies? If you get a week that it just runs starting the week to the top of the range, what do? We fade it. This thing ran on two before Wednesday. That's the rule. If in the beginning of the week something just runs up, chances are it has to cool down the rest of the week. What did it do? Ending Tuesday, we rejected there and we just went. And everybody, this is the news. This was the news right here that they came out with about Meta and this other company that they doing some stuff and this thing just ran like $30 one day. And then boom. Now we at the level of interest here. So here, let's see what we got.
Because this, we lose this level here. Now Meta could be in a world of hurt. Come revisit this gap that I got down here, right here, right at 570, 572. So now we got two choices. Either the top of the gap acts as a floor, or we break him, we bust through, we gonna eat inside this gap. We gonna come fill most of it, but we're gonna come fill it. So if strength persists and we break through that gap, which we will grab liquidity all around here, right? Now we got to revisit 526. So Meta, you got to be very careful. It's in this range unless you don't reclaim 670, break this structure, reclaim your 200 day. You can't trust Meta. You can't trust Meta right now. So be very careful with Meta. We're at 590. So this right here, see previously 590 was a good floor. So now you got to check the reaction here. What did we spend here? 1, 2, 3, 4 days at the level. 4 days. And the days hurt because the days each went down to 580, 580, 584, 583 or so. And it rejected, rejected, rejected. That means it was holding, holding, confirmed, and it ran. So this is where you want to pay attention to Meta. The next few days, we lose this. If we lose this and we actually break under this liquidity level right here and just go, we're gonna fail. We're gonna fail. So Meta might look good at 570, but if it doesn't hold, we're gonna come all the way down. So don't chase Meta on the way down. That's catching the falling knife. This level of interest here, 590.38. We lose this, especially on a daily candle, closing on a daily candle. That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good for Meta. We will need to reclaim that quick, fast, and more than in a hurry. So if not, I got levels all the way to 526. We break below there, it's another gap. So and I'm a fan of this stock. I love Meta long term. I love it. My kids' accounts have it. My accounts have it. I add to it. So Meta's still a good long term play. Options, be careful. Be very careful. All right, that's what I got for the recap, at least of oil. I know I went off a little bit, but this was important information here, guys.
All right, fine. Peace, Queen. Hi, Kay. All right, I share my screen. Oh, oh, I'll share without.
Have you got anything a little bit on oil on and energy for your recap? Oh, you got in your screen. I bet. I thought you didn't hear me.
Not, no, my bad. I probably was, I'm mumbling. I was talking low more than
No,
what.
you can.
All right, so this is oil. All right, let's look at oil. We're gonna go to crude, West Texas Intermediate crude. But remember, Brent is more, Brent means more. But see, we're still flagging over here and it's strong. It looks real good, like it's ready to explode up for sure. Um, WTI over 100, that says a lot. If that gets over 100, hold 100. Maroon is up here. We've seen the market flush. Um, Brent is really telling us what oil is doing. Brent is ready to explode back up too to test that 118 area. So we'll look at that 118 area again. This looks real good. Um, you oh, I'm Rance was talking about it was USO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oil is so strong. And then
And you, when Ab is done, I'm gonna get to your question.
so we looking at oil, right? And then we're looking at the ETF XLE. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. So energy, oil, R.A.M.S already showed the individual oil stocks, so I'm not going to really get into XOM. But long story short, what we're looking at is a correlation. So we're seeing oil rip up. So we want to pay attention to Brent. As long as we see it holding that $100 level, there's going to be pressure on equities. So long story short, oil up, stocks down. Um, and our last, I think I did it. I don't know if I did it on the last live, but I for sure did it on the FOMC live I did shortly after. SPX had to hold that level. Uh, and we had measured this weeks ago. I don't know if y'all remember, but this is the AV WAP, that purple line where price broke past right here weeks ago. We said this is the AV WAP we need in order to confirm this inverse cup and handle. And this is so fire because when we drew the inverse cup and handle, it was like February, I believe. And it played out. It played out. Once we close under here, if we close under here today, under 6,000, well, 6,550, we'll say ticks. We close under there for the day. This inverse cup and handle is officially confirmed, and we had the measurements, and basically that would take SPY down to 612. Uh, so that's super fire. That's dope. So keep your eyes on oil, um, and energy, and what else was there? Oh, I didn't look at SLB. Let's look at SLB. SLB is at $47.08. Beautiful. It rejected the 20-day on a daily. I like it though because the 5 and the 10 is doing what we said it should do. It's doing exactly what I said it should do. The 10 is starting to rise up, and the 5, it cupped the candle. We got a nice candle yesterday. That was beautiful. Now we're just retesting, break and retest. I would love for it to hold this $46.85 level. But I like the rejection because the 20-day isn't what I call um declining down. It's sloping down. So it's not as aggressive. So what that means is we have our 5 and 10 down here to act as support, but really the structure should hold up. But if it come down here, it's still fine as long as 46 holds. And what happens is this moving average will start to loosen. It will start to flatten out. And by the time we bounce and go back up, we should hit it a few times and break above that $48. Once you break above $48, you should see $51 very fast. And you should be up a lot. I was up 5% earlier. Um, I don't know how much I'm up now on this SLB leap. Let's see. But yeah, it's beautiful. Buyer stepped in at the right time on this play. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm only up now. It took away my gains on this pullback. So now I'm up just 0.57%. That's funny. Yeah, 0.57%, not even 1%. That's crazy. I'll take it though. Down 4.71% today. But shit, we up. And even if it was break even, that's fine because we got 300 and something more days on this contract. So that's super fire. That's all I got for oil and energy though. Just pay attention to the correlation of oil and the market.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen for a second, and then I guess I'll jump into the watch list. I want to answer Angie's question. I want to put Meta on. All right, so the reason I wouldn't short it, all right, because that wouldn't be an A plus setup, not even an A setup right now, because you're buying, you would be buying a put at this high level of interest right here, and this is just not worth it to go through the emotional roller coaster. So this will punish you if you try, like, because it's gonna have rips. It's gonna have rips. So it's gonna have you in a whole emotional roller coaster. So you know how they say, don't fight the Fed. I don't fight the big techs and their buybacks because they punish shorts in companies like this. So long term, I'm bullish on this company. So I add to my buy and hold here to my long term, but I wouldn't just short it off the rip. I would have to see strong. strong conviction here that we break, come back, and fail to reclaim. I need to see a fail of a reclaim here. And then I can possibly say, okay, and think of just taking a 20-point drawdown right here and taking my profits before I even F around and find out if we're going to do this. I don't want to F around and find out with a company like this because long term, this is still a bullish company.
K says,
Long term.
my bad.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
No, K just said that's Meta's in a DT zone in her opinion.
Yeah. So you don't want to, this zone right here is very important. Now, you see the gaps there and they're eye magnets. So you can come fill it. It is a possibility, but you have to pay attention to this level here. Now we're here. So you shorting here, it's see the short for sure was here because that's our strategy. If you've made it to our previous Zooms or you've seen some of the other videos when we're doing the weeklies, we explain if we run up too early into the week into our high ceilings, which will be right here at our extended edges. Hold on, right here, right here. So, and that's what it did early in the week. And on Tuesday, Tuesday's candle right here, you already see the rejection. That was your short opportunity. Bang, bang. Here you can hold because you can move your stop loss from break even right here now. You still got all this room. You got elbow room for the play to come, reject, boom, break. So you can stay in the play. But the moment is short, now your risk to reward is kind of evaporated until structure continues to the downside. So this level here, we want to pay attention to it. But that's why I wouldn't do a put. I'm not against puts, but I would only do a put if it made sense. And the train kind of left the station and I don't want to chase it. So I much rather have it hold and see it try to relieve itself so I can see another structure point, another lower high. So now I know, okay, now we can short. And then we can take the ride down because we have more room to go. There's no room now. The only room we have is this right here, bounced, and now we're flirting around. We're flirting around. So you don't want to anticipate that it's going to break it. You want to see it break, see the strength in the break. So now you see if you want to look for the put, so you see it setting up for you because look, you get the hold here, get the gap down, right? Then this week starts. It runs up, rejects, but on the way it rejects, the volume is showing you we have strength. Sellers are here. So now you say, okay, I see the probability of where we're going. There should be more downside. But when you look a little left, you see that this level here gives a little bit of resistance. It gives you a little bit of, nah, hold on. Every time you break it is a fake out. Every time you broke it right here, this was a few weeks back. Every time it showed you the strength here. It's showing you, damn it, right here. It's showing you. So for that, you don't want to just come here and just short the stock. Wait for a bounce. Make sure it's starting to reject. Make sure it's starting to show you signs of reversals. And that's when you get your put. Because from 612 to 590, you got room to come retest this 590 level and possibly break then. Fail a reclaim, keep going. It could break it starting next week. Let's say right now through the weekend, the war intensifies, something crazy happens. It can definitely in sentiment to what's going on. But do you want to take the risk? I wouldn't personally. Different traders are different. They'll take a breakout. I'm not a breakout trader. I am more of a breakout and hold and then go continuation, or I am a breakout and retest, hold and go. I can see a breakdown and a reclaim, hold and go, but I have certain strategies that I follow. So here, I wouldn't anticipate the break under the level and I just go. if that explains it. So I wouldn't even do a call here because I have to see now. I have to see if this is just gonna hold. If Monday just decides to wake up and just go, then it just went. I don't get the confirmation I need, then I can't put a stamp on the trade for an entry. I need at least one candle to hold, the next candle to open and show me something that can go. But depending on my volume, candle context, and what level of interest I am in, is what's all gonna matter. So this level right here is one of those make or breaks. You break, now we got gaps to deal with. Next major zone is at 526. So now you got confirmation stacked. And right below 526, there's another gap. We're already there. Why not just wick in there and grab all that? Hold here and rip. So it's a map. But when you see the map playing out, when you start seeing, all right, oh, okay, it's happening. All right. So yeah, put is most definitely possible, but not where we're at. So let's get back to the watches. I hope that answered your question.
She said makes sense. Thanks.
Oh, word, word. Oh, all right, bet. So let's get into the watch list. Let me pull out. I wrote down every ticket here in a list so I don't miss around. All right. So I guess we'll start. We already saw XLE, but XLE is still bullish.
We've seen
Don't.
XLE, XOM, and CVX.
Yeah. So we did all three of those. So then let's do. You know what? NEE, right? It is
Hmm.
like this. All right. So look. So we had the break of the flag here. It ran up. It failed to continue. It failed to break 94.60 and it's retesting right now. It's retesting 90.91. So if this holds, you're going to get a continuation run. 93.21 is our next level of interest because now you see here on the daily today, we rejected. We rejected all of this. So now that we're right above the 20. I wouldn't like to see us lose the 20 today. I want to close above the 20, but at the same time, we're holding the level very nice. This is the retest. This is the retest right here. But you need to hold this 20 because the 20 is already by the level. We're already right here at resistance. So it's either we get squeezed out and come back to revisit 90 again, or we're going to get squeezed in there and break 93.27. But it's giving us a little resistance today with NEE. But I like where it's at. It's right at that structure point, right here, right here. Breaking here invalidates the flag and possibly more chop right in between this level. So we got to watch NEE, but it's still bullish. We are still bullish. We are right at the retest. Reclaim of that 93.27 and hold, that's a possible entry. And you can look at this 95. This is the 95. That will be a level where you could either take something off the table and leave a runner to get over this level right here and continuation. Or you can just wait and be patient here. Let this hold, break this structure, hold this level, and take off. There's different possibilities here. It depends on your risk management. Right here, 50's catching right up. So this holds a little bit. We can just continue. Nice, clean structure. Break, retest, go. Break, hold, go. Right? Or this level right here. This got to break. This got to break. This rejection here needs to be reclaimed. So I like NEE though. I still do like it. So what do we got next?
Know what we should do? So we can knock it out fast. What we do is you gave your take on NNE, I give my take on NAE. But what everybody could do, so now I give my take on NAE. At the top of Zoom, when you're looking at Zoom, there's tabs that shows Ram share his screen or Ab share his screen. So then y'all just will have to click from his thing to my thing, and it's just way easier if y'all know what I
Mm,
mean. You see what I mean? I don't know if you can see it because you're sharing your screen, Rams, but when we're not sharing the screen, at the top there's a tab that says Ab showing his screen or Ram showing his screen. So you could just click so that way Rams you could keep sharing your screen. You don't have to click off at all. Um
That's fine.
yeah, it'll be easier like that. Um so yeah, let's do that. So let me
Right.
just go quick. We got a lot on our watch list.
Yeah.
And we definitely got to bring up that's so fire, man. This is fire. All right, so NEE, yeah, that's a nasty rejection. $93.40 is what I have for resistance. I got support right now at $90.60. We bounced clean off of there today. Um, so it's been holding, so we're just ranging, consolidating. So I gotta go to the weekly. We're bearish on the daily. So for like a short term, sellers are kind of in control, but overall, this is on the weekly is telling me so far that this could just be simply just a retracement. And it's not even a deep one. It's a controlled one as well. Like over here, we did the same thing. We ranged, then buyers stepped in, and then we ripped up. But hopefully we don't come down and revisit the 20-day because the 20-day is starting to like it wants to roll over. So there's a good chance, well, there is a chance that we could come down to $88. And if we lose $88.10, then we could definitely see $86.20. But overall, like Ram said, it's bullish. I like it. And the fact that right now it's already pulling back, you start looking for your entries. Just have to wait for buyers to step in and show strength. That's all I got for NEE.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna go on McDonald's. So it's quick to just flip screens, right? I assume they're probably already watching. All
Yeah.
right. So McDonald's again on the daily here, we're at a pivotal point for McDonald's. We lost this level here at 310.46, but we're holding the 200, right? Now, it's not massive volume, but we're holding the 200.
Just a sec.
And yeah,
So K is not on the mobile. I think I might just have to stop sharing my screen. If K, because K, I don't think
mm,
shows it on the mobile. Did you find it yet, K, or no? Because I had to go to okay. So okay, forever after money said be towards the top in the middle, click where it says RAM screen, and it'll give you app screen. Um, or you could click
Sorry,
damn, what did I have?
no, I don't see it on my
Slide controls or
screen.
something.
I'm clicking on it and I don't see it.
Okay.
Now, a lot of you probably have iPhones, so if you have an Android and you're seeing it, then you can direct me. But if you have an iPhone and you're seeing it, then
Uh,
don't direct me.
you're
Sorry.
you're going in and out, but I know what you're saying though. All right, I'm gonna just stop sharing my screen now, and we'll just do it fast. It's all good. So now we should be good. Go ahead, Rams. We should be good now.
forgot to answer Forever After Money too. It's dope, right? It's mad dope. Where at least
Yeah,
we
that
keep an eye on the watch list now, and we can see the performance and see what we do and see how it's been performing throughout the year. So that's real dope. And whatever we do add on, it'll be here too. So whatever you forget that we're missing from the watch list, just come right here, hit the watch list tab, boom, and you hit.
and we'll
So yeah,
constantly
that's dope as hell.
update that. That's fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Word. So McDonald's. It's at a pivotal point. McDonald's is at a pivotal point here. You gotta reclaim this 310.46. We're right above it. So we're right at the hairline of it. We're holding the 200. So we can see some chop here, but you see here we get nice little head and shoulders played out. Boom, boom, played out. So now You win. So now here at this 310 level, you're probably going to see some chop before a breakdown, or we hold and get back towards the 100-day, which is sitting right below the 315 level. We need to reclaim here because we are below all the moving averages. The 20 is already sloping all the way in. Hold on. I need something out. Where is it? I need my EMAs real quick. Hold on, guys. It's right there. Bang. Yeah. All right. So look. So you can see a little hold here happening. You can have it and get a little bounce. We need to reclaim this 9-day. This 9-day moves down quick with price. It's gonna move down quick. So if this 9-day gets to this level before price gets to this level, 315 is gonna be a nice ceiling. Now we're really gonna lose. We're really gonna lose, and then we're really gonna lose the 200-day. So with McDonald's, we're gonna have to be patient. I don't like it. If we lose the 200-day, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So this needs to show us something, and it's most likely going to show us something like this: higher low, and probably have continuation. That is what it's showing right now. If you look at the volume on the daily, those are strong candles. That volume is rising while we're dropping. You see where the price is, but you know where we're going. So right now, what you wait for is this, a rejection right here, or somewhere about. But wait for the rip, look for the turnaround happening, and it's gonna start shifting back down because volume is starting to confirm now. Sellers are really here. So McDonald's, I'm on the line right now. So McDonald's, if this level doesn't hold with strength, and we get some buyers stepping in here, McDonald's is in for a new lower high. That's what I got on McDonald's. Let me go back and yeah,
See what I got from McDonald's. I had a feeling you're probably gonna cut McDonald's and Dollar Tree to that. So right on the 200, trapped in between the 100. That is real bad. We broke this structure right here. 323. Sellers stepped in fully, complete control. They didn't even like they was showing their ass. They didn't even like it didn't hesitate. It didn't hesitate. It just broke right down. Like that was worse than over here. Cause you could say this was, let's see, not a strong demand zone. Sellers, they really stepped in. That volume is high. You could tell just by looking at the
mhm,
candle. And then we get in our retest. We'll probably reject that 315 and go lower. Um, my moving averages are like snakes. They're rolling over, coming down, and they're all declining down. So that's bearish on a daily. Ah man, bearish on the weekly too. This AVWAP is the only thing holding it, and it's not really gonna hold it. We'll probably see 297. Uh, we're almost bearish. We're almost completely bearish on this stock. Um, the 20 and the 10 is barely holding it on the monthly. So, I feel like Rams, we could just go ahead and remove McDonald's. I don't see it
but I
recovering.
agree.
Yeah, I don't see it recovering 315 anytime soon. So we're
I
gonna
agree.
remove. You want to remove it?
Yeah, I'll remove it.
All right. So we'll remove McDonald's, and then we'll go to whatever's next. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I guess Dollar Tree.
Bet. No, how come y'all can't see me?
And we got some stocks that we're going to replace because we got to replace Lowe's and Home Depot. So I guess on our next Zoom we'll replace McDonald's and Dollar Tree. Oh well, if Dollar, I don't know what Dollar Tree looks like. I haven't looked at it since yesterday.
Mm. Oh
Mm,
wow.
yeah. Shit.
Damn, everything played out. My whole drawing from like the last Zoom. All
Yeah.
right, so Dollar Tree is at a critical zone here because now it is retesting the ceiling of my high volume node. If you can see right here, hold on, bang, right here, this candle right here on the daily, it formed a high volume spike, right? So right here, we broke under, reclaimed it, retested the bottom edge of it, did it 2 times and ripped, right? Now we're back here. Head and shoulders fully played out. So now this is a critical zone. Like it needs to hold this floor. This floor is not held, and we break under this 105. That is a world of hurt because $100 is psychological already. That's the midline of this ultra high volume node right here. So what I do see here is sellers are in full steam here. Today's pressure, right, because we're at this zone right here and we're right under the 800-day EMA, right? Right, because we're right there, the volume, it's showing weakness here, but it's showing weakness in an indecision. So this could have a pop, a reject, and get in there. If we see ourselves getting in there, we don't touch Dollar Tree at all till we get out of this box. This is ultra high volume area right here. It's not a box. This means a whole lot of fuel right there. So we're at a critical level with Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree right now, I'm not really looking at a play. I'm just looking at the structure, and I gotta see it either bounce from here, or if it wants to break down, then just break down. That's fine. I already know we're under the 200-day. It's a wrap. We break under there, we're coming for these levels right here, collecting all this liquidity right here. That's another structure point right there.
Mhm.
So we need to hold up here. This needs to hold. $100, very psychological. But losing that 105 that I have right here at the very top, 105.28, at my very top of the ultra high volume, I already know we coming to check that 100. So look at that. It just peeped right now. My alert went off. So we just skimmed it, and it's shy. It's shy to get in there. So you already see what that level represents for Dollar Tree right there. So we're gonna have to be watching this. See, even here, I already wrote it from prior whatever week it was. So here you could either expect this. Now we get in here, we don't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. So Dollar Tree is just at that point of structure where we're staying away from it right now. That's what I got on Dollar Tree. Hold on a second before you go. Let me look at the weekly one time. Yeah, look at that. That's massive. So see, the weekly is confirming sellers are in full effect. Rejection right there. All that. See the wick? See the wick. This is massive. You see the volume. Look, just read the volume, read the candles. All you need to do. Look, right here, the retrace started right here. You got the double top, you got a spinning top candle, you got the right here started. Right here started. Look at the volume. When you see this right here and it just rejects, it fails to reclaim that high. This was the higher high, lower high. It just prints another lower high, another. That's it. Sellers are in full steam here. Then you get confirmation all the way through the drawdown. So here, yes, can you bounce and respect this level one time? Do another rejection wick for the weekly because these are weekly candles. Remember, these candles sometimes they run up. You'll see the stock up in the beginning of the week, and that's just a weekly candle coming up to make its wick. This candle in the week right here, this week, this was a full steam candle. Like this was showing super strength, but that was probably early in the week, and then after Wednesday or so, it started just rejecting. It crossed where it opened and sellers took over. But that's how weeklies work. Monthlies are the same. They just take a couple of weekly candles to build that massive candle. So that's the way it works. So Dollar Tree, their strength, sellers are here. Be very careful. You can see a pop. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all if we see ourselves around 14 and we cannot reclaim it. We hit a put. I wouldn't be mad. So, but Dollar Tree is weak. It's weak as far as any longs go. That's what I got for Dollar Tree.
Oh, Dollar Tree. Oh, well, I don't have to see no more. We should. I think we should cut Dollar Tree.
Facts. All right, I'm writing that down. So
It's under
PLTR.
the 200 on
I
the day.
agree.
Once I see any stock under the 200 on the daily, I don't really even want to go into it. And you lost 200 on the
I
weekly,
watch that show. Oh, it's bad today.
lost 200 on the weekly, so you're most likely going to the
For
100
real?
on the weekly. So $95 we're most likely going to um for Dollar Tree. Yeah. So we're gonna remove. You said yeah to remove it.
I agree. Yep. I saw
Yeah.
the same. I seen like 88. I don't know what number I said, but I think I said something in the 80.
Yeah. It's hit. So we'll remove McDonald's and Dollar Tree. So
Gone.
that's all I got for Dollar Tree. That inverse head and shoulders is playing out. It's about to get nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Dollars, probably 82, 95 for now. All right. That's all. I ain't going too deep into that one. That's all I got for Dollar Tree. Let me just check the chat real quick.
Bet. I'll
Request.
get the other one.
Yeah.
EOG.
Okay, we got you. After the watch list, we'll do that. Hmm.
This may sound like a stupid question, but anybody know why I could see today's post on my phone and not on my computer for YouTube? Because I'm trying to see the Zoom
Hmm.
bigger.
No, it's showing on your phone, but not your computer.
Yeah. And I even have you in my subscriptions. So I don't understand.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, right.
Signed in both
Hmm.
of the same accounts. That's the only thing I could think of, just not being in the same accounts.
No, I only have one.
Then that's a glitch. You might have to log out, try a different browser maybe on a
Mm,
laptop.
Yeah, maybe just close the app and come back in, refresh it, and
all right. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Browser.
mhm. All right. So EOG still. Ooh,
That shit. Every
look at
time I
that,
rise
man.
up, that's one that gives me alert every rise. EOG, 52-week high. EOG, 52-week high. That's
So
just good.
look, it broke that whole structure right here. Like this is
Mhm.
massive. So if you go right here, I want to get it right on the right
Damn,
with
that's like
price.
years, 2, 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. So see, like right where price touched, right? Let's go just where price wick, price touched there. But look what it did. It swooped all this, all this, bro. This swooped all this, but this just swooped all this. Look, oh, right here. Not that, not that. All this, bang, bang, bang. All of this liquidity right here. It just took it all. It just took it all. This all it needs is because look, you already see it here on the weekly. That weekly candle came all the way down here. Look at all the rejections. This is full on strength. That is full on strength. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. So now here, you see here, even at the rejection, it's just a little lower. And then now you got a bigger candle, right? But it's just a little lower. So now all we need is a nice, healthy, right into the structure and go and go. See, every time we get into the structure, we break down, we break down, we break down, we break down. I was noticing while I was looking for the liquidity, right? So this zone right here gives us trouble every time. But look, we finally reached the level. Like we're finally at that break of structure point from a year ago, exactly. A year ago. That is good. Now, I'm a little extended here from my 9 day, but this just came to revisit the area last week. So we have to be patient. So let me go to the daily. Oops,
That's a fact.
right there.
Pat says seems like um all energy stocks been running since December, and they was quietly running. Because when I was
hmm
first found it, I'm like, damn, it just was
hmm
creeping up. They were grinding
That's a
up.
fact. That's a fact. So you see here is something interesting we got going on. So look, we know, right? This was a massive break. So you get sellers stepping in because of the data prior. We already saw that before, right? This right here on the daily broke structure too. So we get sellers step in briefly, right? But then now we run again. We do a price test, liquidity sweep, and go. This is rising again. But now you see us getting ready here for a quick reversal to test structure. I want to see us come back into my 9, and I got the 10. So you see them both wrapping. So they always travel around the same area. So I have it because I was talking with Ab earlier and I had to pull it out. So my 10 is right there. So right here, I would like to see us retrace, not break under, but I do have the 20 here. Now we haven't revisited the 20, and it's been a nice little while. One nice quick revisit, I will take. I would like it. But breaking under the 20, I would wait because that means we're coming all the way back down to 127. But if we can come down to 127 and hold this is a beautiful entry zone. Can we come all the way down there? We can. Now, you already see the strength, you see the volume. Every time the sellers have stepped in, okay, it started with strength, lower, 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 lower. Now the day's not over. So I'm not gonna talk about today's that's all the way lower, but as you can see, as of now, the strength, the selling is getting lower and lower. So when you expect the pullback, it's a soft pullback, and that's what we want to see. We don't want to see a pullback with strength. We don't want to see that correlation, the pullback and the volume just rising after every bar, and every bar showing us sellers are present. Nasty engulfing selling candles. That is confirming the strength in selling. So right now, it's starting to set up for a nice little reversal into structure, and we can go. We can actually finally go here. So let's see what the structure dictates when we get that quick little pullback, or if it's just going to have continuation and go. As of right now, we got a nice little doji right there for the day. So those are pause or reversal signs, right? But the run is definitely not exhausted. We're still in, but we need to retrace real quick because this zone is so psychological, as you can tell. It's so psychological right here. And in that range, that is a range that this has been stuck in. And I was just talking about a year ago for the liquidity sweep, because if you want to talk about the range, I mean, fake here, you could hit a double top, drop again. Right from here, all time high, drop again. So, okay, that's fine. But now you've been stuck in this range from here to here for the majority of the time since 2022. I think that's what you just mentioned before, Ab, right? 4 years. That's major. So let's break that range and wait for a retest because it's coming. It's definitely coming. But that's what I got for EOG. I'm bullish on EOG. I just want to see a retrace. This is a chase the moment. This is getting too excited because it looks like we might break that range finally. So I would rather break the range and wait for the moment to strike. But EOG is still very bullish. That's what I got on EOG. Have you heard? He's on the phone. I'll
Hold
jump
on.
into the next one. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'll jump into the next one. You good? We're gonna look at OIH. OIH. Let me see what OIH is doing. OIH. All right. So OIH, it broke out of this flag right here. See, it's been having trouble with this little flag right here, and it's gonna come. Let's see some because it broke out. So I wanna measure the breakout real fast. So why is this right there? All right. So where's my poll? All right, that right from here. There you break out right there. Damn. All right. So if this retest can hold, you can see target, first target on OIH is of course the high of the pole, right? 406, 408 is your ceiling, right? That's where we previously rejected at already. So that would be prudently, if you were in the play, that would be your first target. That is like trader code, right? So you if you play a a pattern, right? Flags, head and shoulders, cup and handles, they all have a measurement. So once you reach certain targets, it's very prudent of you to get out of those plays to adjust as the pattern realizes. If you base the trade on a pattern, if you base the trade on the pattern, but also the level hold, break, hold, go, that's more confluence stack. So you can stretch your targets. But if you're only basing on the pattern itself, you have to play the pattern rules, right? So right here, you have a nice target of 436. 436. The little rips, the little rips are low, right? But long scheme, buyers are kicking in the fuel. So you want to break this level clean. You need to break this level clean. From 390, easy 399. We get above 399, 400 is another psychological level. We can hold over that. That's when you can start seeing the pattern to really start catching steam. But that's OIH. OIH is super bullish. Like, look at this thing long term wise. Like, look at this. It's been running like, and low key too. Since it hit this low, it's just been running, 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 running. So this just hit a nice little structure point right here, and it's holding it beautifully, right? So it's already running. So now we can see it chop, chop, go. But we got to reclaim that 399 to actually go. That target right here, we need to hold 399. We reclaim 390, 399 becomes an easy target. But if I was playing the flag, this would be my target right here, right below the top. Because I leave first. I walk through the door. I don't rush to the door when everybody's rushing for the exit. So I rather leave right at the bottom, right before I know we're about to hit a level. I'll leave right there. Bang, I'm out. And let you guys fight for it. Yeah, yeah, fight for it. Go ahead. Bring it right back down to me so I can rinse and repeat. So those are just your strategy might not work every single time. You have to follow your strategy every single time because that's how it works. That's how you master it. So those are the strategies I follow. So if I do play a pattern, I'm gonna play the pattern end for my targets. If I do stack it with levels, I have more conviction. I can hold. If I were to get in on a retest and it were to chop on me, I can hold. I know what I'm seeing. Once I lose a level of interest, let's say I lost 374, that will be my cutoff point because that will invalidate my flag now. And the flag was one of my strong convictions in the play, making the flag in between my levels, and now we break. So this should have a strong hold. If it doesn't, it invalidates my play at this level of interest. So that's OIH. Still bullish. I like it. I definitely like it. Target, first target, let's say 405, so you don't got to rush for the door. And then, of course, we're going to do 430. I'm not going to go crazy and say 435, but which it can definitely realize. OIH is bullish. Very bullish. I like it.
It's a fact.
That's all I got for. Oh, hold on. Oh, you done, Ab?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just look at the week one time. All right. So that's a good hold right there for a weekly candle right here. So you see you got the run up, boom, test into structure. We're holding. So now we got a nice strong weekly candle here. So can we expect for oil stocks to chop around a little bit? Sure, throughout all of this. Oh, the war might be over. Oh, the war right now through the weekend, you got a lot of traders hedging through this weekend. We don't know what bombs are going to do. We don't know who's going to attack who, what major facility they might bomb. Things. The economy long term is going to hurt. So there's no way you can just fix this so quick. So oil will be a theme throughout the year. Can it have some points of weakness? Sure. We will always be paying attention. When the sectors start to rotate again, we will be paying attention to that as well. But right now, OIH, I do love. I do love. Now, I do want to say though, see, we're already see, okay, so the RSI already came down, and thanks to this. So this relieves some pressure here. So this is not bad. This could take another leg up again. The RSIs don't just hit 77 and 80 and drop right away to 50. That's how you get continuation runs. And that's why gold in the monthly was over 95 RSI. For how long? So, but yeah, that's what I got on. I still bullish. Hit retesting structure right now. Holds right here, setting up for a nice little entry right where it's at right now. This gap's up on Monday. May it be the news? We have to wait. We don't run after a gap up, even if it's a company we're watching. We only strike when the structure starts to present itself. So that way, if the play goes against us, it goes against us in an educated manner. So you don't really feel that emotion towards the loss. You know exactly where to cut because it was your best analysis and an educated entry. So if it goes against you, ain't nothing to be mad at. You had all your probabilities in place. It invalidates. Well, guess what? I'm out. No big deal. So that's what I got for OIH. Go ahead, bye bye.
How many more tickers we got?
Couple.
Because we're gonna have to start breezing through. Because
Go ahead. Go ahead.
we still got war troops on the ground. We gotta replace Home Depot and Lowe's. We got a lot, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right.
We still got a couple. Do how?
Is okay. I'm gonna run through EOG, OIH, and I'll do how. Like I'm gonna do them fast. Is oil
Go
good
ahead.
for
Yeah.
buy and hold? I'm hesitant to add them to my long-term portfolio. For me, oil is just it could be buy and hold, but it's in a strategic way. I'm just I'm capitalize I'm capitalizing on the sector rotation. So I'm looking to hold it around. I'm looking like my XLE. I didn't get an OIH, but if it pulls back, I'll get in it. But I'm really looking to hold for a year and a half is my target. So anywhere for a year to a year and a half. Um, but anything once I see institutions step in, I mean pull their money out, then I'm out of oil and stuff. But as far as buy and hold, um, if you're talking like long term, like 5 years or more, then no, because it's so volatile. Um, yeah. That's what I got for that oil. So boom, boom. All right, well, we're just gonna breeze through this real quick. I love EOG. 147 is my target on EOG. It has to hold 137. Looks good. That's the weekly too. Beautiful, beautiful. Monthly. I think EOG hits 165. It'll probably pull back to 135. But overall, it's strong, really strong. I think EOG hits 165. OIH is so beautiful. Uh, Look at that. That is so nice. Uh, this is the daily, so we go to monthly. This line, the horizontal line is so important for OIH. Um, we broke it, retested, and we're doing well holding it. So for now, on OIH, I got $525 as the target, and I would love for it to hold this 381 level. It can come down to 330, worst case scenario, but it looks really strong right now. Ultimately, I see I put the levels down weeks ago for OIH. I just got to go back because I don't remember off the top of my head. But pardon me. But I see 525 though for OIH. And then How looks real good. How, look at that. Monthly, that's nice. So How got to pull back. It probably come to $35.50. It's currently at $36.70. Um, I, I, worst case scenario, I could see it at $33. This is strong though. This is strong. It's setting up. Nice structure, nice break and retest. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. And 36 most likely holds. 30, yeah, $36 most likely hold. How so how I think how let's see what level I got on how. I think how realistically we hold this level. We break $40 on how, then I for sure see $50 on how for now. So $40 and then break and hold $40, and then I got $50 on how. That's all I got for HAL. Energy stocks are strong.
We'll do. You did Devon?
Nope.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. This was a sleeper like a few weeks ago. This shit
Ah,
was
yeah. So look, this week's candle fully reclaimed that whole 200 day with strength. That's what strength looks like right there. That you breaking through levels on high volume. Like that is strength. And the whole run is letting you know this is here. This is here. From this breakout point right here to all the way through. It's following through. You see these red candles right here? The volume is still following through. This is bullish. Came down, rejected, and went. Came down, rejected, and went. Both times. Did it again, right on the 9. And you just keep going. Now it has broken structure, very important structure. So you're going to see a little resistance here. So what we want to see is, say, come retest this level down here, right where the 200 is starting to shift. You see the turn. It's starting to shift. Everybody else can just start to catch up. Once we start seeing all the lower moving averages start crossing back over the 200, it's a wrap. This thing's still going to take off. We hold this 48 level. You got 55 right here. Swipe this whole, then you got 55. You can reclaim 55 and hold this level right here. $66. Right there. Right there. But you want this 48, you need to break. It needs to come. It needs to hold this. It needs to hold this 200 day. This 200 day needs to come back up. And we gotta go. Once that can happen and we can hold $48 strong, it's off to the races to 55 and 66.82. Target 1, target 2. And you can see that the volume is showing you the conviction behind the run. So this is on something I'm actually charting it now that I want to have on close watch, because I want to watch a nice week retracement and I want to see if I can catch an entry at some point if we can hold this structure. I'll take that 55 and I'll take that 66 real quick. I like it. I like it. Now, you can also notice this can realize as well. Get a nice little pullback, boom, and start the run. So this is why we're going to have to watch the structure build, because we have certain things going on. We're already bullish. It's bullish. Got a BOS right here. We reclaim the 200 day with massive, massive strength, which I love. And I can see the run being validated here. So even if we get a handle, that's fine. We hold, even better of a price to get in, because now we're following structure, pattern, volume. We got conviction behind the play and a discount. And now we can run it up. While we will trail our stop losses. Because even if the play just takes us out, but we always gonna have a stop loss in play. That is very, very crucial. And Ab said one day, if your stop loss gets hit right away, your entry wasn't good. And that's what it's about. A lot of times you could get without, but if your entry is as precise as you can, because we're not perfect, but if you can be patient enough to wait for a good level and not chase it, because what we are all guilty of is not letting something fully realize, because we'll see something like this and say, bro, this is just gone. It's going. But what we fail to realize that, yes, this can be like this, but what sets us apart is, okay, that's fine. Now that I know this is the possibility, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to set my first entry. If we were to start building a handle, now I know, okay, cup and handle is in play. Let me be patient and wait for the handle to realize about 50% of the cup, the base of the cup. Once I can see that area being realized and I can see us getting started to gear to break off that handle, my entry is discounted now. And we can take a nice run from here to here, from entry to there. Target 1, target 2. And target 2 always comes, when you hear me say that, it always comes with confirmation, no matter what. Confirmation means once we hit target 1, I scale out. What the hell? I scale out. What the hell? Oh, I'm not writing anything. All right. Once I hit target 1, I scale out. But if I can see my confirmation on the way up, my volume, long term, okay, I see it rising. I see the candles pertaining to my volume. I see certain moving averages that I like being held, being respected. That confirms my move, and I will leave runners. Just because I know that I'm going to have continuation in a run doesn't mean leave the whole play in there. I still have to follow my rule of target 1, which is the ultimate target first. With continuation, then I leave a runner, but I still pull out some bread off the side. That's what I got for Devin. Still bullish, very bullish, just a little patient, and we're gonna get a nice entry on Devin.
What's the next one?
The next one will be, damn, I did that one that good. You don't even need to touch it, huh? BKR.
Nah, you gave the target, so I'm just like, we good on
Mm.
that. I love BKR. Thank you for giving me this one. So we just talked about this one on the last live when Levine actually asked which stocks potentially showed the setup. And the next day it went crazy. And now where it go? Right here. So this candle, it went crazy. It went down here 56 all the way up here. And what we did was actually closed right above the 20-day. So now we're pulling back, but this is normal. This is good. We already showed that we could reclaim this area or potentially. So now what I want to see now, candles bounce out candles. I want to see levels start holding. So we'll break it down. Our first level will be all the way down here, most candles, and I'm putting it on the body of the candles. So I just throw it on top of that body, this body, and then this one bounced off of there. So that's three candles that I need. Then the next one will be somewhere over here. It'll be right here, acted as resistance. These two candles both acted as support. So I would love to see this level hold. That's at $59.20. And that's most likely where we're coming down towards. I got this level right here. I don't know if this level is going to hold though. We actually bounced off this level today. Let's see. We bounced. Look at that. It don't get cleaner than that. See candles bounce off candles. That's right on the cent right there. So we're looking for $60.11 to hold. Um, if we lose that, then we got the $59.20. And then down here we got $57.95. So those are the three levels that you will like to see hold. And as long as it holds those levels, it is bullish. And the higher the level that it holds, the quicker it's ready to go, but the more it pulls back and goes, the longer it's going to go up. And then once you break above that $60.50, then your target will be $62.55 and then $65.25. And then you're looking at more than likely all-time highs on here breaking $66.50. This is BKR. Oh, matter of fact, it won't be all-time highs. It'll be 52-week high. That's why it's important to zoom out. Um, and this is beautiful. I love BKR. This is one of those. If you are most energy stocks are already running, and if you're looking for one um that didn't run without you, a lagger that's ready to go, just slower than the other ones, BKR is going to make up for it. It's ready. It'll be ready today, possibly next week. You just want to confirm that these levels that I gave are going to hold. Most likely the entry on here will be next week. BKR is fire. That's all I got for it.
But I'm gonna do where is it? We'll do we got SLB. I'll leave SLB to you. I'm gonna do you.
I think okay. Oh yeah, because you I think it might be getting removed. I'm not sure. How is you? Let's see.
Mm. All right, so we got double top action right now. But but selling pressure. All right, so that flag is definitely invalidated. That's that for that flag. is no longer in play. But what you got to notice here is the divergence first. I'm on the weekly, okay. So now, second thing we want to notice here is the rejections, though, right at that level. It tried and tried and tried and tried for one, this was quick, 2, 3 weeks straight. It tried to reclaim all of that and it couldn't. Now, you do see a weak selling pressure, but you have divergences in play. So you see the rejection here in the action. Even here, it just failed. Right here, it just failed. It came and tried to reclaim the 9. It tried to reclaim even the 10. It just failed. So now structure needs to hold. So right here, you see right where the 50 is sitting right there. Right where that 50 is sitting, that structure needs to hold. If that breaks, that double top pattern is in full effect. And you're just going to get a massive little meltdown to the next structure point, which would be right here on the weekly. We're going to go to the day and let's see what that looks like. So that 50-day right now is in play. Let's see where it compounds. Let me see some where it can have. So right here, right there at that point, it can come down here and start fighting. It can definitely fight here, but it's going to fight between this zone and that 50-day. So that 50-day starts. And we got to see if we're going to fail under the 50-day. We fail under the 50-day, we fail this structure right here, then this is in trouble. This is in trouble because now we have 15. 15 will be the next zone of interest to the downside because we already have our levels to the top side. And our top end is being rejected all across the board on descending, decreasing selling pressure. But the pressure context is here. So we can't overlook that. It's all in the context. So right now, UUU is on timeout. We
Yeah.
put UUU on timeout.
Could we remove it? I looked at it. It's nasty.
Let's remove it. Let's
Yeah.
remove it because unless this starts to show signs, and you won't see signs, clear signs, until you break top end structure now. Then from there, we got to wait for a retest, for a hold. So you can definitely get removed.
Yeah. I see $15 and more than likely it's gonna break 15. I think it's going to $10. It looked
I got
nasty.
it. I got the $10 level right here. I got it. It's
But
right there.
let's
I
remove it.
got I got 15. I got 13. I got 10.
All right,
They're
bet.
all right there.
So how many
So
more? And I knew it was going to get cut. I don't know why. I just haven't been seeing this name that much. So how many more we got? We got
probably down to like maybe 4 more.
we got 12.
Deck. We got ADM, and I think we did NE. Oh, BG, that one. So there's 3 more.
Three more?
Yeah,
But
and BE and TPL.
I'm not going
And
to
boom,
do
boom.
SLB. I do SLB a lot. So
Fact.
I'm not going to do SLB. So what's the next one?
Do ADM or BE or TPL or deck. That's what we got missing.
Four. Oh man, what the hell happened there?
Kidding me?
Damn,
All
AD.
right, it's at a big structure point. Ooh,
It's bearish on my daily. It lost 100. It lost to 200 on the weekly. That's not good. And it's coming down to the 20-day on the weekly. The 20-day looks really weak, and this is a huge structure error. So looks like it's going to take out that $63.44, and it's going to come down to the $60. This one right here, we just have to see how it holds up on 60. It's on a thin line, but it don't need to get cut though. But the
No.
fact that it lost to 200 on the weekly is not it's not good at all. It's just it's still holding the 200 on the daily. See this stock right here is confused itself. But that cup and handle is trying to hold though. So let's see if the $60 hold, buyers step in and then we break past $69.50, hold $69.50, and then the big target on this one was $92. I'll remember. That's all I got for ADM. Cut it. Rams timeout. That's what Pat said.
All
Yeah, we still
right,
got
I'm gonna do
both segments to
BE.
go. We got we're going to start speeding up because we got the troops on the ground in war, and then I mean we're almost done our participation, and we're going to do an announcement after we're done with this watch list. So right after these other two, well, three stocks, we'll do an announcement, then war and troops on the ground, and then we'll do plays we're in and participation, and then we're done for the day.
All right, so Bloom is consolidating right now, right here, right here. So what we want to see is a break out of this range. So if we can break, let me see, what is the actual range? Because we rejected, Bloom rejected right here, and it's been consolidating off the break of the flag. Now, the target off the flag is at 205. So this consolidation break right here can take you to that target. So to
160.
even
What's that level?
the white, that's
Yeah.
204.
Oh, so
That's
two.
204 right there. Yeah. I
Okay.
didn't write that down on the thing. So now, even to even think about that realization, we need to reclaim 160 because that's our main support here. And now we're getting to the extended edge on our support three at 146 because we're breaking right under that 152 level. 152.91. We're at 152.27 right now. So we need to hold this because we're engulfing this whole candle right here. So now look, we got the 50-day right here. This level got to hold 152.91 so we can reclaim 160. One candle alone popped over it. One candle alone brought us right back to that 50-day. So the 50-day right here is in play. We lose it, we definitely come in to check 146. We lose this, 132 is in play. But BE is in consolidation of a nice bull flag break and a nice run. So as you can see, let me see something here. Where's the 100? So the 100 is still at that 132 level. So it wouldn't surprise me to see it and pick up from 132. Now, either or, we need to break either this way or if we're gonna break down right back towards the breakout of the flag, we need to break under 132. That's where 100-day is sitting. For now, our 50-day is holding us up right at the level, right at the level. So we lose this level, then more consolidation comes in because we're now we got 146 here, we got 132, and as you can see, it's just a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle since we broke out into this area. So now we can't chase this area. We just gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. Whoever's in this play right here, the only thing that's cooking you is if you got a short dated contract, because this right here will cook you. This up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Theta's gonna cook you if you got a short dated contract.
Right, killer. Mm.
So if you got a longer term contract, you're not worried. Especially if you played from down here, this flag, we talked about this flag a while ago. So if you got into this at some point, you're not worried if you got some time because you're well into profits.
Mhm.
And if you follow your flag rules, you probably stepped out and left a runner to deal with this or two. But that's what I got for BE. We got to watch it here. We're in this major little consolidation pattern here that it looks lethal. It just looks lethal. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's a nice spread in between. So the only thing I will condone is if you want to play the edges, wait till you're at the edge and then fade. Wait till you're at the edge and fade. Once you got something like this going on inside, you're gonna have emotions kick in because you're playing edge to edge inside this zone. But now your MAs are your resistance points and your supports. So now it's gonna emotionally play with your head. So be careful playing in these little ranges of consolidation. Sometimes you get cooked. It looks like easy trades. Trust me, they're not that easy to play ranges.
No, it's a
That's
fact.
only scalper terror. That's day traders. That's their style. That's what they like. But this is not that just that easy to pull off. Every time, like, oh well, every time it hits the line, I'm gonna just short it. And every time, because this right here will cook your head. You see this candle right here? I promise you, in real time, hindsight, yeah, that's easy. That's an easy trade, bro. Hindsight. But you see this happen to you done. You like, yo, I'm getting fried. Hell no. You see this happen, you're like, yo, nah, 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 because that's scary. You don't think so, but when you're in a drawdown and you shorted it right here because you was at the edge, you're, all right, let's go down. Even though you was right for a short term amount of time, boom, it's cooking you right here emotionally. Say you get through that emotionally and you stay in the play. You're like, yeah, I'm a genius, right? But now you hit and you're aiming for this other edge. This happens to you right here, you out the play. Trust me, you're gonna take the L even though hindsight you were right, but in real time, when you playing this in real time, you ain't doing that. You ain't gonna do that if that's what you're seeing. I see a break. I see the first rejection. I gotta wait for a hold down. So playing the edges can be very, 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 very dangerous if you're not quick on your feet and you're not reading the context. So a lot of people get faked out. A lot of people here, a lot of people. That's why I could be one of those people because I will react. Oh damn. Because if I'm in an active play, I'm watching it. I'm paying attention to it. Every day I go by, I see what it's doing. I keep active on any play I have active. So if you're active in this play, be careful. Watch this range. We break under, that's where your stop loss should be. Especially if you're in profits. You don't give that back. I'm not gonna wait and see. By the time I wait and see, I'm already down another 30%. So that's what I got for BE. It's still bullish. Consolidation phase. We gotta wait though. This gotta wait for continuation. It's building fuel, but towards where is the question. Towards where? Right now we're holding on that 50. Very nice. Very nice. But the run is weak. The run up here, these candles
Hold on
don't
real quick,
match
Rams.
the
K,
volume. Yeah.
My bad. K, just check your notifications on YouTube. You're gonna be getting an announcement and probably like within an hour. But have a blessed one though. Go ahead, Rams. My bad.
Where but yeah, and what was I? Okay, yeah. So you see the run up is starting to get weak. It's starting to get weak here. Right here. Now you just ate up this whole candle here. You just fully engulfed. So this candle is no longer a bullish sign. This came, swapped the liquidity right from these breakout traders right here. This is why I don't do breakout strategies because breakout strategies more than often get faked out. More than often. Breakout, you got faked out. Breakout, you didn't wait for the hold, you got faked out. So that is the problem with the breakout strategies. You can reap rewards because sometimes when things break out, they can gap and go and they can just go for a couple days, multiple days. But that is not it doesn't back your probabilities up. just every time it breaks out, I'm going. This, you won't get this every time. So if you try breakout strategies, sometimes you'll hit, most times you might not. So breaking the breakout itself, it's very, it's like chocolate to a kid. Like yo, oh damn, the breakout look real good. Like I want some of that, but then you get faked out because now I pull my hand away. Oh, you wanted that? Nah, yeah, chill. Not today. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You ain't ready for that. So that's what you get with breakout trading. So I like break, retest, break, hold. I got to see multiple candles holding that level, holding that area. Then volume, building energy, boom, I get a spike. Now I can see the confirmation. I can see. I was patient enough to wait for the context. I could see the last previous candle rejected this zone. That is a hold. Now, if I enter off of this reclaim and hold, I see the rejection down there. I can put a stop under, a little further under that rejection because I don't want to be too predictable with my stop either. So if I see a nice rejection candle, I can get my stop under it, but under it. Because what they do with regular people, they go right under the candle, they go right under the wick, right under, and then what they do, they swipe you and go. They pick up whoever's left and go. So that's why being you got to be strategic as well, putting your stop losses in. But to be strategic, putting your stop losses in, that derives from your entry. If you're patient enough to wait for a good entry, then you can put your stop loss under an MA. You're still taking minimum drawdown, and you have more room for upside or downside, whichever direction you decide. But the entry got to be strategic. So your stop loss can be strategically placed, not where everyone else is placing it. Whoever put the stop loss right under this wick got wiped out. Whoever put the stop losses right under this wick, whoever entered, because remember, we have buyers and sellers. You cannot buy something without somebody selling it to you. You cannot sell a contract without someone on the other end selling it, buying it from you. So you put your stop loss here, you get wiped out. 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times. It's not going to happen every time. The market is not predictable. But what it does do is it gets the predictable people. So when you put easy stop losses, of course you're going to get wicked out. Of course. You got in on the breakout. And then the last previous candle was your stop loss. There you
Oh
go. You're
shit.
gone.
My bad. Breaking news. U.S. making preparations for potential ground troops in Iran.
Ooh. And with that
God.
being said, let me say this. Your new name is the Oracle. You said this probably over a month ago. You said this. Ab the Oracle. All right, that's what I got for BE stop losses, and we got that breaking news.
Where all praises due to Allah.
Facts.
Gold is on pace for its biggest weekly decline since 1983. We called that. Metals won't run the same. Um, damn. So we do have another segment. How many more we have on the watch list?
Um, just TPL,
God damn.
just
We not
TPL,
we not. That's it.
and BG.
Uh, well, TPL is
Do
not. We
BG.
talked about
TPL is
TPL.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the last Zoom. It's still doing the same thing, just
Mm-hmm.
consolidating. BG.
Do BG. I did Bungie. That was T Will. World Traveler.
Oh, all right. It's at a nice spot. We wanted to hold 118, $118.10. Yeah, the 10 is
Big
right
screen it.
there. Uh, it could flag on the monthly. So $110.10 we wanted to hold, but it can come down to $107.50. If it lose if it loses $118, it'll come down to $107.50. But if it holds the $117.60, it looks good. But long story short, this could come all the way down to 107.50 and still be completely bullish. It looks good, but it's just overextended. So this has to come. We really want it to come down to $107. and 50 cent. And even if it lost that level, it'll still be fine. We got the 105. And even if we lost that level, it still be good. It could come down to 97 and still be bullish. So this isn't like a beginner stock. This is you got to know your structure for sure. Because this one you got
No
to wait
screen.
for. Oh, thank you. This one you got to. Oh fuck. See, trying to rush. This one you gotta where you at? This one you gotta wait. But this is a cup and handle. Yeah, this is a potential cup and handle here. This comes down here, consolidate at that 107.50 level, like I said. 107.50, 20. It could come all the way down here, $96 area. It still be bullish. Um, it looks amazing though. It's just overextended. So again, like this ain't beginner friendly. This one you got to know your structure and the levels I called out. You just have to wait for buyers to step in and confirm that level is good. And with that being said, Rams, now we could do our announcement. And we appreciate all y'all for being with us for 2 hours. So since y'all been with us for 2 hours, we'll do this for y'all. We're gonna